Welcome to today's English lesson. We are going to discuss position of adverbs. But before we start our lesson, I'd kindly request you to talk to us. Drop your comments on our SMS number 22518, our Twitter handle at elimu_ke, or follow us on Facebook. Our page is Elimu TV. I am your English teacher, Sally. Today we are going to talk about position of adverbs. But before then, let us underline our today's objectives. Let's see what you're supposed to have known by the end of the lesson. And by the end of this lesson, we should be able to define and give examples of adverbs. That means a recap. And then you should also be able to place adverbs in their right positions in sentences. If we may introduce our lesson, when we were talking about parts of speech back in Form 1, by now I assume that we have all looked at parts of speech, we could say that adverbs are words that modify verbs or show how a certain verb was performed, not perfumed. Let us look at examples. Andrew will leave early Monday morning. Remember, we have said that adverbs modify verbs or show how a certain verb was early Monday morning. The adverb in that sentence is early. Next, we have her youngest sister had left for school. The adverbial phrase in that sentence is for school. The tall man left the room hurriedly. The adverb in that sentence is hurriedly. Black children say that they often face discrimination. The adverb in that sentence is often. Otherwise, all those adverbs modify verbs or they show us how the verb was performed. If we may move on, verbs take various positions in sentences. They could take the front, or what we call the initial position. They could take the mid position, and they could take the back position. Let us look at adverbs that take the initial position for today. And we want to say that adverbs that often take the initial position usually comment or express the viewpoint of the speakers. We are saying that these adverbs may be placed at the initial position of a sentence. When this happens, they are punctuated by a comma. Adverbs appearing at the initial position of the sentence often comment or express the speaker's viewpoint on what the sentence is all about. Such adverbs can be omitted without interfering with the meaning of the sentence. Let us look at when we look at example 1, honestly, I don't like arrogant people. Suppose you didn't have the adverb honestly. We would have the sentence, I don't like arrogant people. What you are saying is that adverbs that take the initial position barely affect the meaning of the sentence if they are removed. We also said that mostly they express the viewpoint of the speakers or the speaker's opinion on what is being spoken about. So honestly, in this case, expresses the idea or the opinion of the speaker, and he is saying, honestly, I don't like arrogant people. Even if we got rid of the adverb honestly, this wouldn't affect the meaning of our sentence. And that is what happens whenever we use the adverb to occupy the initial position of a sentence. Let us look at the second sentence. Meekly, they often opened the door to the living room. Meekly is the adverb in that sentence. It is expressing the speaker's attitude towards the action performed by the orphan. And even if we got rid of the adverb meekly, the sentence meaning wouldn't be affected. Otherwise, we would have the sentence, the orphan opened the door, without the occupying the initial position of this sentence, and followed the earth road. Hurriedly is the adverb in that sentence. It is expressing the speaker's view on the sentence. It is showing us how the driver reversed, or how the action that the driver performed was performed. And we are saying that it's occupying the initial position or the front position. The other thing that we're saying is that even if we got rid of this adverb, it would barely affect the meaning of the sentence. Otherwise, we would have the sentence, the driver reversed and followed the earth road. All adverbs is being used to modify. Certainly, our team will win today's match. Certainly is the adverb in that sentence. It is expressing the speaker's attitude or the speaker's opinion on the verb win, and it is occupying the initial or the front position of the sentence. Even if we got rid of the adverb certainly, would still remain with the correct sentence. Our team will win today's match. So let us look at adverbs of time. These are among the adverbs that occur at the front position of a sentence. Remember, we are talking about adverbs that occupy the front position of sentences, since the topic is on position of adverbs. And you're saying adverbs of time answer the question when. They show us when or the time of performing a certain verb. Some of these adverbs appear at the initial position of a sentence. Let us look at examples. Example number 1. If we didn't have the adverb soon, we would have the sentence, she will be moving to Nairobi. But we don't know when. Remember, we have said that adverbs of time answer the question when. So if we had the sentence, she will be moving to Nairobi, is soon. Soon she will be moving to Nairobi. Soon, therefore, is the adverb in this sentence. It is an adverb of time, since it is answering the question when. It is occupying the initial position of the sentence. And therefore, even if we got rid of the adverb soon, we'd still be left with an appropriate or a correct sentence, she will be moving to Nairobi. Next sentence reads, tomorrow I will visit the park. If we did away with the adverb tomorrow, we'd be left with the sentence, I will visit the park. But then, when? The adverb tomorrow, therefore, answers the question when. And the answer tomorrow, therefore, is the adverb. It is answering the question when. And once again, it is occupying the initial position of the sentence. Next, in 1996, my brother was born. My brother was born. You're left with the question when. And the answer is in 1996. So this phrase, it is an adverbial phrase. It's answering the question when, and once again it is occupying the initial position of the sentence. In the last few hours, a lion was seen roaming in the city. In the last few hours, a lion was seen roaming in the city. A lion was seen roaming in the city. When? In the last few hours. So that's an adverbial phrase answering the question when, and the answer is in the last few hours. Once again, an adverbial phrase occupying the front position of a sentence. Often occupy the initial position of sentences. Let us look at other adverbs that will often occupy the initial of sentences, and these are connecting adverbs. Connecting adverbs make clear the relationship between the second sentence with the previous sentence. These appear in the initial part. Note that these appear in the initial part of the second sentence. And such adverbs can be punctuated with semicolon. Let us look at examples of conjunctive or what you call connective adverbs. Example number 1, Jeremy kept talking in class. Therefore, he got in trouble. The second part of this sentence is he got in trouble is preceded by the conjunctive therefore. Therefore is occupying the initial position of the second sentence in this sentence. Number 2, she went into the store. However, she didn't find anything she wanted to buy. However is a conjunctive adverb joining she went into the store and she didn't find anything she wanted to buy. It's therefore preceding the second clause, which is she didn't find anything she wanted to buy. Number 3, I like you a lot. In fact, I think we should be best friends. Look at the two clauses being joined by the conjunctive. Note that in fact is occupying the initial position of the second clause. Number 4, your dog got petunias. So we have two clauses in that sentence once again. In addition is the connecting adverb. It is occupying the initial position of the second clause. Number 5, you are my friend. Nonetheless, I feel like you're taking advantage of me. You are my friend. Nonetheless, I feel like you're taking advantage of me. Nonetheless is the conjunctive adverb joining the phrase, the clause, you are my friend and I feel like you're taking advantage of me. Once again, occupying the initial position of the second clause. Example 6, my car payments are high. On the other hand, I really enjoy driving such a nice vehicle. The conjunctive adverbial phrase here is on the other hand, preceding or occupying the initial position of the second clause. That will help us gain greater understanding of how conjunctive adverbs work. And the exercise goes, choose the best answer to complete each sentence. This exercise is meant to assist us have a greater understanding about conjunctive adverbs. So let us have a look at this. You need to put more effort into your work. Dash, you won't get a passing grade. Let us look at the options we have. You need to put more effort into your work. Dash, you won't get a passing grade. Which is the most appropriate adverb? Is it moreover? Is it otherwise? Is it unless? Or is it instead? Otherwise is the appropriate answer. So we have the sentence, you need to put more effort into your work. Otherwise, you won't get a passing grade. Otherwise, therefore, is the conjunctive adverb in that sentence. Once again, coming after the first clause of the sentence and at the front position of the second clause, which is you won't get a passing grade. Next, she's a very smart girl. Dash, it is not at all surprising that she gets such good grades. She's a very smart girl. It is not at all surprising that she gets such good grades. We have again, besides, contrarily, and therefore. I believe therefore is the most appropriate answer. So we would have the sentence, she is a very smart girl. Therefore, it is not at all surprising that she gets such good grades. Therefore is the conjunctive adverb. Once again, it's preceding the second clause of that sentence. Let us have a list of conjunctive clauses that you can use on daily basis. You can use them in your writing or when you're speaking. We have anyway, as a result, besides, certainly, comparatively. We have hence, henceforth, however, in addition, in comparison, in contrast. Next, we have nonetheless, notably, now, on the other hand, otherwise, rather, and similarly. So for your assignment, having looked at all those, we have first question. It's only one, and then we'll have another one. We wanted to spend the day at the beach. Dash, it rained, so we stayed at home. Is it moreover? Is it unless? Is it however? Or is it additionally? So find the appropriate answer to that question. And next, we have use the conjunctive adverbs studied in this unit. I hope you are noting them somewhere or you can remember some. Use the conjunctive adverbs studied in this unit. Construct 5 appropriate sentences to show how adverbs occupy or occur in the initial position of sentences. Using the conjunctive adverbs studied in this unit, construct 5 appropriate sentences to show how adverbs occur in the initial position of sentences. That's all we had for today. You can always talk to us. So drop your comments, drop your concerns to our Twitter handle. You could SMS us. Our number is 22518. Once again, 22518. And our Facebook page is Elimu TV. I have been your teacher, Sally. It's always a pleasure to find you tuned to Elimu TV where you watch and learn. So continue listening to our classes and inform your friends that we have a channel where you learn from the comfort of your couch.